Working.
So you're working with Ryan Williams a little bit. What, obviously the Alabama connection, but how did you guys kind of hook up there?
Um, I reached out to him. Wanted to, I've met him before, like through text and things like that. Just wanted to, meet him in person, chop it up with him. Going to be a great player coming up. Just give him, a little insight on, what I think and things like that. What he should look forward to, because it's only going to get tougher.
How's the offense look, under Kevin? I guess I don't know how much you've been here and how much you haven't, but now that you've been here for the mini camp, what have you seen?
It looks good. Guys. Football is football, like I always say. Everybody does the same thing, different terminology. So getting down to learning his philosophy, the way he does things, why he does it, and just understanding how he's thinking.
What are the different things that Parks Frazier brings to the passing game?
Say it again.
How different ideas are Parks Frazier bringing to the passing game?
Yeah, when everybody has, the way they want to do things, how they see it, and things like that. So to have different perspectives on why we're doing things, and it's just give you an extra person to, see things the way they see it. Because everybody might not see things the same way, but at the end, we're all getting to the same thing. So if his way helps you understand it better, that might be what works for you, rather than the way somebody else explains it.
This is our first time catching up with you since the Super Bowl, so some of these questions might be related. But I'm curious the emotion you had on the sideline. What was behind that? And then the touchdown catch. Where does that rank in your career?
The emotion, I really don't know, man. I just kind of came out the tunnel and it just kind of hit me. I guess it was just the feeling of just being back home. And my grandfather, he doesn't come up here to games and things like that. So him being able to see me in the NFL at the biggest game it was, and him just being there, I think that's what kind of set in with me. And yeah.
And the touchdown catch?
I would say it's top 3.
And the other 2?
I would say one of the catches against the other 2 would be 2 catches against Washington. It's a lot of them, so.
What's the offseason been like for you?
It's been good. Spending time with the family, working out, playing Call of Duty. It's really all it's been.
As far as like the demands on your time, or people coming up to you don't know.
No, I be inside most of the time, so don't nobody get to see me.
When you look ahead, when you look ahead to this season, what kind of things, like, do you kind of map out what you want to improve on, and if so, like, what do you see as being things that you'd like to, improve your game on?
Yeah, at the end of every season, you kind of go back, watch some things that you did really well, things that you need to work on, and for me, had some injuries this year, so that's probably the biggest thing. Just doing things to prevent, having those injuries and things like that. I would say that was the biggest thing for me.
How much did you know Terrace Marshall as another Louisiana guy? What's it been like?
I've been knowing Terrence for a while. We played on the same 7-on-7 team in high school. So I've been knowing him since then, and it's great. Anytime you can get a Louisiana guy up here, I'm all for it. Being somebody that I've been knowing since high school, looking forward to playing with him, and glad that he's here. He has a lot of big frame guy. Has strong hands, and gives you the versatility in the room. Having smaller guys like me, Jahan, Anais, and then you have your bigger guys, AJ, Terrence, Johnny. So just the versatility in the room.
What are some of the things that you can do that you've been doing to try to avoid or eliminate injuries?
Just strengthen whatever I need to strengthen. Anything that I had that was bothering me, just strengthen it.
How good was that 7-on-7 team?
I would say we were pretty elite.
DeVonta, you have a softball game coming up you've been doing year after year. How fun is that for you to put on each year, and how special is it to be able to bring your teammates together to give back?
I think it's great, just to give the guys a time to step away from football, to just go out there, just be themselves, and then just, to be able to have the community out, do it for those fans, give them something else to, enjoy, something to laugh at. Some guys are not the best at baseball, so give the fans, you know, a chance to come out there and see us do other things. And then ultimately, you know, it's to a fundraiser for, you know, the hospital, so St. Jude. So just going out there, doing it for the people in the hospital and just being able to give back to the community that way.
Similar type of question. Iowa's not around the corner. How did Cooper convince you to go out there?
I don't know how Coop got me out there, but I told him he did a damn good job of getting me out in the middle of nowhere.
AJ had
Catches have nicknames? Like the one from?
Nah.
Do you like that nickname?
If that's what everyone wants to call it, they can.
DeVonta, AJ had the explained how winning the Super Bowl maybe didn't feel exactly how he thought it would, maybe didn't fulfill him like he thought he would quite. I was curious if you had a similar reaction to it, or.
I think for me, the biggest thing was it just being at home. I think it was just winning, you know, at home in front of my family. I think I took that, you know, that kind of hit me harder than just winning it overall, just doing it in front of my family.